Hello and welcome. This lesson is about understanding how needs motivates our actions. We humans share a universal set of needs. And each of us has physical needs, for instance, for food, rest, and shelter, and they include touch. The orphanage studies that started after World War II show that babies fail to thrive and die at a higher rate when they're not touched. So that's one of our universal needs. And we have needs in addition to the physical needs, we have needs in order to thrive. And here we need to have meaning and contribution, impact, fun, hope, beauty, and so on. And these are to thrive and to have a satisfying, meaningful life. And so I'm pausing there because there's a part of me that seems like this is obvious. But I'm remembering back when I was first exposed to this over 20 years ago, 25 years ago, it was difficult for me to comprehend this idea of needs and that's what's motivating me. And I've developed a whole hypothesis about needs being monitored by the nonverbal part of ourselves so much of the time. And that it communicates to our conscious awareness with thoughts and the generation of thoughts, but primarily through feelings. And so, and that we can learn about ourselves and learn how to better operate this machinery, this bio machine that we come out of the womb with that doesn't have an operating manual. We can do that better with an understanding of needs. And so that's why I'm talking to you about this right now. So most of the time when we're meeting our needs, we're not consciously aware of meeting our needs. We are habituated to certain strategies when we feel certain ways. Here it's the unconscious communicating to us about how we feel, and then it's like a drop-down menu, and then we go to a certain strategy to meet certain needs for when we're feeling anxious or depressed, and when we're feeling angry, when we're feeling lonely, and so on. So that part of this work is to bring those needs to consciousness so that we can have more choice over how we seek to meet those needs, the strategies. The idea is that there may be many strategies that will meet our needs. It's also fundamental to this whole idea of trying to resolve conflict. So that's conflict within ourselves. It's like we do something habitually, we don't like it, we don't like that we gorge on chocolate, or that we binge, or alcohol, or cigarettes, or drugs, or sex, or whatever the thing is that we want to change the habit of. It's like we get involved in these things and we want to do something. That's a conflict with ourselves. But then there's the conflict with other people, whether you're sitting in the role of the mediator, which I've done quite a bit of, or whether you're one of the people that's in the conflict and you are also trying to act as the mediator to support connection with this other person so that you can have collaboration, so that you can look for their needs, they can understand your needs, and then you can look for strategies that will meet both needs, both persons' needs. So that's one of the fundamental bases of this course and insights about the approach that I'm getting at here. So I'm looking here because I want to make sure that I'm covering all the things that I want to tell you about needs. So that's the overview of needs and why I perceive needs, and that the needs are universal to humans, and that if we can have a regular way of reminding ourselves, so then the daily self-connection practice is a way of reconnecting and realizing that we have needs, and to identifying our needs. And then when we can identify our needs in ourselves, we can begin to do silent empathy with other people, and can begin to um, uh, realize that they have needs. And then we can begin to navigate this world differently, trying to meet our needs and trying to meet the needs of others. Because part of meeting my needs, and it's universal, is to contribute to the well-being of others. So I include others. I start with myself in meeting my needs, but realizing that in meeting my needs, that I'm meeting the needs of others. And the Buddhists have a concept for this. Um, it's in the wisdom literature. This is not a new or novel idea. Okay, I've talked enough about needs. Thank you for your time and attention. And I look forward to perhaps being with you in the future.